If you are over 60 and you eat eggs every day, this video could change how you see your breakfast forever. Because what I'm about to share is not what most people tell you. Some doctors say eggs are dangerous. Others say they're a superfood. So, who is right? And more importantly, what is right for you? By the end of this video, you will clearly understand what happens inside your body when you eat eggs daily after 60, including the hidden benefits, the real risks, and the mistakes that could quietly harm your heart without you even realizing it. And trust me, one of these mistakes is extremely common among seniors. So don't skip, because the truth might surprise you. Hello, I'm Dr. William, a cardiologist, and today I want to talk to you about something very simple, but very powerful. Eggs. I've spent years studying heart health in older adults, and I can tell you this. The question is not, are eggs good or bad? The real question is, how do eggs affect your body after 60? Because after 60, your body changes. Your metabolism slows down. Muscle mass starts to decline. Your risk of heart disease increases. And that means the same food can affect you very differently than it did when you were younger. Let's start with something most people don't even think about: your brain. Eggs are one of the richest sources of a nutrient called choline. Now, I'll keep this simple. Choline is like fuel for your brain cells. It helps your brain create important chemicals that control memory, mood, and thinking ability. As we age, our natural levels of these brain chemicals start to decline. That's why many seniors begin to experience forgetfulness, slow thinking, difficulty concentrating. But here's the interesting part. Research shows that people who consume enough choline tend to have better cognitive function as they age. And eggs are one of the easiest ways to get it. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Because eggs don't just help your brain, they also protect something even more critical after 60. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed weakness in your body, difficulty getting up from a chair, or feeling less strength than before? This is not just aging. This is something called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it is one of the biggest hidden dangers after 60. Because muscle loss doesn't just affect strength, it increases your risk of falls, fractures, loss of independence. Now here's where eggs become very powerful. Eggs contain high-quality protein, not just any protein, but complete protein, meaning it has all the essential amino acids your body needs to maintain and repair muscles. And after 60, your body actually needs more protein, not less. But many seniors unknowingly eat less protein, which accelerates muscle loss. So eggs can actually help slow down this process. But only if you're consuming them the right way, which I'll explain later in this video. Now, before I move forward, I want to highlight a mistake I see very often in my patients. Many seniors either completely avoid eggs out of fear or eat them daily without understanding their health condition. Both of these approaches can be problematic, but I'm not going to explain the solution just yet, because first, you need to understand what eggs are doing inside your body, especially to your heart. And this is where things get a little controversial. For years, eggs were blamed for raising cholesterol. Many people were told, stop eating eggs, they will clog your arteries. And even today, many seniors still believe this. But modern research tells a much more nuanced story, because the cholesterol in eggs and the cholesterol in your blood are not exactly the same thing. So the big question is, do eggs actually increase your risk of heart disease after 60? Or have we misunderstood them all along? That's exactly what I'll explain next. And this part is very important, especially if you have high cholesterol or diabetes. Now let's answer the most important question. Do eggs increase your risk of heart disease after 60 or not? As a cardiologist, I want you to understand this clearly, because this confusion has harmed more people than eggs ever have. Eggs do contain cholesterol. One egg yolk has about 180 to 200 milligrams of cholesterol. So naturally, people assume if I eat cholesterol, my blood cholesterol will increase. But your body doesn't work that way. Your liver actually produces cholesterol on its own. And when you eat foods like eggs, your body often adjusts by producing less cholesterol internally. So for most healthy people, eggs have only a minimal effect on blood cholesterol levels. In fact, what's more important is not total cholesterol, but the type of cholesterol. You may have heard of LDL, bad cholesterol, HDL, good cholesterol. Here's something very interesting. Eggs can actually increase HDL, the good cholesterol, and higher HDL levels are linked with better heart protection. But, and this is very important, this does not apply equally to everyone. If you have diabetes, high LDL cholesterol, existing heart disease, then your body may respond differently. Some individuals are what we call hyper-responders, meaning when they eat cholesterol-rich foods, their LDL levels can increase. Now, this doesn't mean eggs are dangerous, but it does mean you need to be more mindful about quantity and frequency. And unfortunately, many seniors are never told this difference. They follow general advice instead of personalized guidance. And that's where small daily habits can quietly turn into long-term risks. Now let me show you something very powerful, something most people completely ignore: your vision. After 60, the risk of macular degeneration, cataracts, vision decline increases significantly. But eggs contain two powerful antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. Now don't worry about the names. Just understand this. These nutrients act like natural sunglasses for your eyes. They protect your retina from damage caused by light and aging. And here's the best part. The body absorbs these nutrients from eggs better than from most vegetables. So eating eggs regularly can actually help protect your eyesight as you age. But eggs don't just help your eyes. They also support something that becomes fragile after 60: bone strength. As we age, bone density naturally decreases. This increases the risk of fractures, joint weakness, and mobility issues. Eggs provide important nutrients like vitamin D and phosphorus. These are essential for maintaining strong bones. Now, eggs alone are not enough, but they play an important supporting role in your overall bone health. Let's talk about something very practical: weight management. Many seniors struggle with a slow metabolism, increased fat storage, difficulty controlling appetite. Eggs can actually help here because they are high in protein, very filling, relatively low in calories. When you eat eggs, you feel full for longer. This reduces unnecessary snacking and helps control total calorie intake. In simple words, eggs help you eat less without feeling hungry. But here's where many people go wrong, because even if eggs are healthy, the way you prepare them can completely change their impact on your body. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see in seniors. Some people turn a healthy egg into an unhealthy meal without realizing it. And others unknowingly combine eggs with foods that increase heart risk. But I'm going to break this down very clearly in the next part, along with the exact number of eggs you should be eating after 60. Because yes, there is a limit, and crossing it regularly can create problems. So in the next part, I'll show you the biggest mistakes seniors make when eating eggs, the healthiest way to prepare them, and exactly how many eggs are safe for you. Make sure you don't miss this, because this is where everything comes together. Now let's bring everything together, because this is the part that can truly protect your health. We've talked about the benefits of eggs, but now I'm going to show you the mistakes seniors commonly make and how to fix them. And some of these mistakes may already be part of your daily routine. The first mistake is how you cook your eggs. Many people take a healthy egg and turn it into a heart-risk meal. How? By frying it in butter, excess oil, or pairing it with processed meats like bacon or sausages. Now, the problem is not the egg. The problem is the added unhealthy fats and processed foods. These can increase LDL cholesterol, inflammation, risk of heart disease. A much better approach is simple. Boiled eggs, poached eggs, lightly scrambled with minimal oil. This way, you get all the benefits without the added risk. So remember, it's not just what you eat, it's how you prepare it. The second mistake is treating everyone the same. Many seniors hear general advice like, eggs are healthy, eat them daily. But they forget something very important. Your body is unique. If you have diabetes, high LDL cholesterol, or a history of heart disease, you need to be more careful. In these cases, instead of eating eggs every day, a safer approach may be 3 to 5 eggs per week, regular monitoring of cholesterol levels, consulting your doctor if unsure, because moderation is key. Now let's talk about quantity. This is one of the most common questions I get. How many eggs can I eat per day after 60? Here's a simple, practical guideline. For most healthy seniors, 1 to 2 eggs per day is generally safe. For those with health concerns, limit to a few eggs per week, depending on your condition. But here's something important. More is not always better. Even healthy foods, when consumed excessively, can create imbalance. Another major mistake is focusing only on eggs and ignoring the rest of the diet. Eggs are powerful, but they are not a complete diet. If you eat eggs daily, but also consume high sugar foods, processed snacks, excess salt, then the benefits of eggs can be reduced. The best approach is balance. Pair eggs with vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats like nuts or olive oil. This creates a heart-friendly, nutrient-rich meal. So, let me give you a clear, honest conclusion as a cardiologist. For most seniors, eating eggs regularly is more beneficial than harmful. They support brain health, muscle strength, eye protection, weight control, but only when consumed in the right quantity, with the right cooking method, and within a balanced diet. Your goal after 60 is not just to live longer, but to live stronger, sharper, and more independent. And small daily choices, like what you eat for breakfast, can make a big difference over time. So the next time you eat an egg, you won't feel confused. You'll feel informed. And that's the most powerful thing for your health. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because here we focus on simple, science-based health advice for people over 50. And before you go, tell me in the comments, how many eggs do you eat in a week? I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video.